Everyone, today I'm going to record the 43rd chapter of my novel Farishta. So let's begin. The day Maksud came back from lake, his attitude and style was different. The person who called himself Afghani, he used to act strangely that he is Afghani. In fact, he wasn't Afghani anyway. He wasn't Afghani. Chakku Chan left some questions in my mind. I found Raza Beki interesting personality, but I didn't see him. Now I met Salvatore Molitierno. This place was unbearable. I used to curse myself that why I came here. I should have listened to Nyash. Twin Towers attack caused me a lot of trouble. I should have gone to Pakistan. Why I made life so miserable. I made my life so difficult and complicated. 160 million people are living in Pakistan. So I could have been living there like others. I was feeling pity. I made big mistake. Then I thought my loving grandfather is no more in this world. I am nothing without him. My brothers took all my property and my grandfather left for me only books. I thought if I would not have been here, then how could I have met with many people? I became an anthropologist. In my whole life, I have never seen any person from Angola. Where is Sierra Leone? I didn't know that. I only heard about Palestine. I was sad about Susie. If she would have come to pick me up at Zurich railway station, then I would not have been here. I hide this thing from my Nyash. I was a bit jealous of Maksud. He has sexual satisfaction even though he was unaware of any language. As I was, he enjoyed sex with Swiss lady on Boden Lake. I had to wake up early for the breakfast because we were going to be shifted to that barrack kind of building. My name was in transfer list. The advantage of going there was that we were allowed to go outside 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening. There was a TV here as well, but it was enjoying watching football match there. First match was between South Korea and Spain, and other was between Senegal and Turkey. They used to transfer us in the same blue van from Carnegie Hotel to the Asylum Center and from Asylum Center to the Carnegie Hotel. Driver was telling me that soon this van system will be ended because in new building there is arrangement of everything. Rooms, dining hall, medical center, everything is there. It had been 7 days that I was here. It seemed like that I was here from last 7 years. I made some friends and did sightseeing of Kreuzlingen. I had seen museum which had aquarium and they had fish in boxes made of glass. Before I used to think that political asylum is only for the poor people and people from the poor country. But I was wrong. Now there were two European people. One was from Germany and other was from Italy. I was thinking, I will speak with Salvatore. I will discuss with him about Dante Alighieri, about Giovanni Boccaccio. I will talk with him about Leonardo da Vinci. Then suddenly I thought, He's from Napoli, Naples. I don't know. He might be interested in these things or not. If Raza would have been here, then there would have been another thing. It would have been possible to talk about it would have been possible to talk with him about these things. I was sure about Raza that he is a knowledgeable person. As I stepped in the hall, I got shocked. Raza was sitting there. I saw him. I asked him in Persian, "How are you?" He was very happy hearing my Persian, but that's all I knew in Persian language. Then I asked him in English, "Agai Raza, where were you?" He looked at me strangely that I've asked him some weird question. Anyway, he answered me, "Police arrested me. I called with the asylum center people. I refused to sleep in the room where 18 people were sleeping. And I asked them to give me another place to sleep. And even I asked for the separate room. They took me to the jail. There I had separate room. Then they brought me back here. I said, I miss you a lot. I thought they sent you back to Germany or to some other neighboring country. Usually they do it like that. But I come here in aeroplane. I will sue Swiss government. United Nations give them a lot of money, lot of funds. They spend on us even fourth of it. Apart from this, they treat us very badly. Legally, it's against law. But in Afghan refugee center, in Af- but I- but Afghan refugees who are in Pakistan, we don't treat them nicely as well. We don't even provide them good medical facilities. Afghan refugees are in Iran as well. We can't compare Iran and Pakistan with Switzerland. You just think about it that how many Afghan refugees are in Pakistan and in Iran. There aren't refugees in whole Europe as we have in Iran and Pakistan. That this is true. But you don't know what would be the consequences of this because we don't have system of fingerprints. There is no restriction on their entrance in our countries. Being Muslims and neighbors, we don't consider them refugees. You are very right. How was your jail journey? Jail's journey. It was very hard. They were very strict there. Now, whatever it is, I will have to stay here. I will have to pass 8 or 10 days here. It will be very difficult for me, but I have to. I saw Salvatore was coming from the other side. I called him in Italian. Come here. He came and sat with us. He said furiously, I don't know how long I'm gonna stay here. This is hell. I heard from someone, after 3 days, they will shift me to the other place. But today is Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. Now they will do everything on Monday. I said, my dear, on Monday, they will take your fingerprints. Then they will take your photos and interview. After all this, they will take your blood and urine sample. And then they will do other medical checkup. After doing all this, they will send you to other place. They will transfer you if your fingerprints won't match with someone or in some other country. He cursed in Italian language and he said, Porca miseria. I didn't know that. I will have to see these days. I didn't realize that I will have to stay here for so many days. He took a pause, then said, how do you know that I will have to stay here for all this? I said, I've been through all this process. I still have some medical left, some medical technicalities. I think everything will be done on Monday. Then they will send me to the temporary crisis. Raza entered in our conversation. I felt that I made mistake. I would have introduced Raza to Salvatore. Raza said, "You speak good Italian." I said, "I speak French and English as well." "And Urdu is your mother tongue?" I corrected him. "No, it's my national language." I introduced Raza and Salvatore. Salvatore, Raza, Raza, Salvatore. Salvatore was familiar with English language, so we thought we should continue our conversation in English language. Raza said, "Farishta, English is your official language, but why did you learn French and Italian?" Then I said, "My grandfather used to say that if someone can speak one language, he is one person. If he can speak two languages, then he has power of two person. Therefore, like this, more languages you speak, more your power will increase." Other than that, I was tourist guide in Pakistan. I found job because of these languages. I got opportunities to meet different people. Salvatore said, "I can understand about French, but learning Italian in Pakistan, it doesn't make sense to me." I said, European has this problem. They underestimate the abilities of developing countries. By the way, for your kind information, there is university in Pakistan, in our capital Islamabad. They teach many languages there. Raza said, "Persian too?" I said, "Persian, they teach us in schools. Many people know Persian in our country. In every big city of Pakistan, we have Khana-e-Farhang, Iranian Cultural Center." Raza asked Salvatore, "What you were doing in Italy?" Salvatore said, "I did masters in classic literature. Then I studied French and Latin. I was working for the newspaper in Napoli." I said, "You were means?" Salvatore said, "Because I don't write now. But when I'll find some time, some platform, then I will start writing again." Raza said, "What you read in classic literature?" Salvatore said, "Dante Alighieri, Giovanni Boccaccio, and Francesca Petrarca." I asked him, "What about Virgil?" Salvatore said, "I read him, but he wasn't in my syllabus. By the way, Dante itself is enough for the classic literature." Raza said, I read Divina Commedia and Boccaccio's Decameron." I said, "Aghai Raza, what you were doing in Iran?" Raza said, "The people who study material before construction, they check specific gravity, their melting point, they tell the molarity and molality." That's what my job was. I was material engineer. We were still discussing, but it was time for the meal. Thank you very much. I hope you like my video. Subscribe my channel, press the bell icon and like my video. Thank you very much.